So the big question is this: how do young men like us, who didn't listen to society, who are on our own, how do we grow and improve ourselves so that we can live a better tomorrow? That is the question, and this show will give you the answers. My name is James Radzinski, and welcome to the Ascend Momentum Show. Welcome back. So, I want to talk about yesterday's episode. I think that I want to do that again, but not until I build up a lot more notes. Because that episode I feel was really beneficial for me because I was teaching you guys a lot of the principles that I'm learning at the moment. So it's helping me get it in more, like understand it more. And also it's beneficial for you guys because you guys are listening to the principles, and that's definitely beneficial. And you'll definitely get to hear my thoughts and opinions, and you'll hopefully take action and read the book, or at least start changing some habits. And I feel like I'm going to do that every couple of chapters once I build up a lot of notes. So maybe 2 more times I'll do it. 2 or 3 more times over the next couple of months. But I'm not committing to anything. I'll do it or I won't do it. I don't know. But let me tell you guys this. My dad has this really nice microphone that he uses to record like music and stuff. He hasn't used it in a while though. And so he gave it to me to use for podcasting. But I spent like an hour just before starting this podcast trying to set it up, and it just is not working. So I almost, if I can figure out how to do this, then my episodes will have a lot better quality sound. But yeah, actually I just realized I have a fan on in the background. I'm going to turn that off. You guys are probably hearing that. Okay. So today I want to tell you guys that I am switching my routine to 3 days a week at the gym. Now, the reason I'm doing that is because I want to have a lot more time to study. So, I've been going to the gym every single day, pretty much like 7 days a week, only resting every once in a while when I wanted to, or when I felt I needed it. And I'm still waking up at my normal time, 4 o'clock, doing all my routine, but it's just that I want to use that time in the morning to study, especially with school starting up in like 3 days. Tomorrow's Sunday, Monday, yeah. Today is Saturday, and school starts on Tuesday. So that is, that's definitely school starts on Tuesday and today's Saturday. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need that time in the morning to study because I want to get my studying in before school so I can actually focus on the important stuff first. And then I can use the rest of my mental bandwidth for school because that stuff is not important. But what is important is studying transurfing and expert secrets. And I emailed my counselor to fix my schedule, She hasn't responded, so I'm gonna have to follow up to her, but it doesn't really matter. I want to talk to you guys about a couple episodes back. I announced that I am here. Actually, let me pull it up. A couple episodes back, I announced. Oh, I didn't announce it on an episode title, but I remember announcing it in the episode. I don't remember which one, but pretty much I'm going to Hawaii. I'm going to move to Hawaii and live there and surf, become a surfer. And I've actually taken action to becoming a surfer. And last Tuesday, I want to say, last Tuesday, or maybe a week ago, I ordered a medicine ball. So it's just a small medicine ball. Yes, like a small medicine ball. And actually, I'll tell you guys exactly what I ordered. Let me go to my... let me switch accounts. Yeah, I'll pull that up. But I ordered a small medicine ball, and it arrived last Tuesday, like this Tuesday, and today's Saturday. So Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, 4 days ago it arrived. And so I started my routine on Wednesday. Every morning I've been practicing my balance on it for 10 minutes every single morning. And I do that after my workout. Or not my workout, I do that after my meditation. So the ball that I just pulled it up on Amazon, the ball that I ordered is called F2C 10 pounds medicine ball workout med ball for core strength, balance, coordination, exercise, non-slip rubber, shell, textured surface. So that's a long description, but I got the blue version, and pretty much I just stand on it and balance. And I just stand on it barefoot and just try and balance on it, and then I try and do squats on it. So I go, if you guys are familiar with the resting squat, it's basically like when you squat all the way down to where you're just sitting essentially, but you're still like squatted down. And I try to do that. I get all the way down to a resting squat and then come back up. Right now my record is 4, and I almost got my 5th, but I fell off right when I got up. So technically I got 5, but I'm not counting it because I'll just beat it. I'll just get like 6 tomorrow. It doesn't really matter what I'm at right now. But really, only 10 minutes a day, consistent practice, you get so good. I mean, I have been practicing it more than 10 minutes because I do the 10 minutes in the morning, but then I just balance on it whenever I'm like near it. I leave it right outside of my room under my chair. I have a chair outside of my room, and I leave it under there. And then whenever I'm like cooking food or whenever I'm just hanging out, I just balance. So after the 10 minutes of consistent practice, I don't really have structured practice throughout the day. The only structure I have is 10 minutes every day in the morning. But once that gets too easy, once I'm able to do a bunch of squats really easily, I'm probably going to move it up to trying to walk around on it, or try to go to my tippy toes on it, or I'll figure something out. Or do like 1 foot. I tried 1 foot and it seems impossible. But yeah, so pretty much this is helping me to become a better surfer. And you gotta have good balance to be a surfer, and that's what I'm training, my balance. So last episode I talked about how I am in the top 1% I'm already in the 1% club of podcasts. Now, in real time right now, I've only posted 19 episodes, but I'm recording my 24th episode right now, and I've got 23 episodes already lined up. Like 4 more are scheduled, and this is my 24th. So technically, I'm already in the top 1%, but I'm not actually yet because I just have 2 more episodes. So Monday morning, I will be in the top 1% of podcasters. And that's insane to me. It's 99% of podcasters give up before their 21st episode. That's so crazy. That's just 3 weeks. And 99% you've already beat out 99% of your competition. In the money world, in wealth, if you beat out 99% of your competition already, if you have more money than 99% of your competitors, so basically 99% of the world, I mean, you're going to have a lot of money. I think the top 1% of top 1% income, $650,000 a year. That's actually not that much. In the world, in the world, it's even lower. $537,000 per year to be in the top 1%. Yeah, that's not that much, but that just means once you get that point, then you're like already competing with that's where your real competition is. So I've gotten top 1%. So now my real competition is the 20,000 other podcasts that have made it past. And literally all you have to do is just post every day. In the beginning, you can go back and see. I had no idea what I was doing. And I still don't know what I'm doing. I'm still recording on a tiny little voice recorder. But I've got like 6 subscribers. And that's insane to me because... Here, let me actually look at my analytics. Rolling average subscribers, 7. But one of them is my friend, so I'm not counting that. 4 months, they give you a chart. So my first episode was posted on July 24th. So, in July, I had 59 downloads. In August, I have 172 downloads. So I'm just on an upward trend. And I don't like post ads or anything. This is just purely from the algorithm sending my video to people. That's just simply that. It's just because I've been posting every single day for 19 episodes. Not that difficult. And so my all-time downloads is 231. And I got 7 downloads today. So 7 people listened to my stuff today. And right now my most downloaded episode is it's a tie between my trailer and my episode 1. And those were my worst episodes. And I think that they only have so much downloads is because either they're really short. No, my prediction is because they're simply been out there the longest. So this is what I was listening to. I listened to a part of that podcast where I heard that quote. It was Modern Wisdom's podcast. And if you want to find it, it's just look up how many podcasts make it past episode 21 on Google, and then you'll see an article, and then click on that article. It'll take you to one of the hyperlinks in the article is like it's like a Discord post or something or not Discord. It's like a Reddit post or something like that, and then there's a link in that Reddit post saying like 54 minutes and some seconds, and then that takes you to the podcast. And if you go to that, then That is, they talk about that, and consistency is so crazy. And they were saying if you post 1 or 2 episodes right now and that's it, yeah, it's not like even like 3 episodes, you're already in like the top 90% or something like that. But uh what was I saying? Yeah, the podcast. So it's on the tip of my tongue. Why can't I for So I was talking about the amount of podcast episodes you have to post to get into top 1% is 21. But they were saying if you post like 21 episodes and then just leave it, well, in a year from now, that's going to have like a lot more impact because it'll be out there or something like that. And so if you post every single day for a whole year, that you'll have 365 episodes. That means that once you post, and then they were talking about like once you post your 366th episode, that's not one more. That's like exponentially better. So they were saying the more you post, the better it gets. So it's kind of, if you know what an exponential graph looks like, right now I'm at the beginning of the exponential graph. The algorithm is giving me 59 downloads last month and 172 downloads this month, and I'm not even done with this month. And last month was like not even a full month. I started on the 24th. So it was like 7 days, and I got 59 downloads. So I think that the algorithm really likes consistency and keeping at it, because I have 172 downloads just in 12 days. So interpret that however you like. I will be, by the time the majority of you guys are listening to this, my prediction is I will have posted a significant amount of episodes already, and you guys heard one of my episodes that I posted and then thought that you liked it, so then you went back and started binge listening to all of the episodes that I posted prior, and you've gotten to this episode 24, and I'm telling you exactly where I'm at right now. I have 200 downloads, and my YouTube channel is even worse. I have it post to YouTube, but I have to click a button to post it there. And so I don't get the perk of posting it at the same time every single day. It's like a different time. And so I posted all of my videos onto YouTube, but they're daily uploads, but they're all at different times of day. So like yesterday I posted it at like 8 o'clock in the morning, but maybe 3 days ago I posted that video like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's not all at the same time, which I think is a disadvantage, but they are not giving me that much views. Like in my analytics on YouTube, it's like nothing. I have 14 views total. 14 views. So people, they're not really giving me that much reach. But I'm not really focused on YouTube. I don't really care. I'm just posting it on YouTube only because it's just one button to click on. RSS.com is what I use for my podcast. You literally just click one button. Once your video is published, you click that button, and then it just posts to YouTube. So it's just one click. I might as well post to a whole nother platform. And it's unfortunate because you have to publish the episode before you post it to YouTube. And you can't like automate it. To my knowledge, you cannot. But that's okay. I'm just focused on RSS. And it's awesome because currently I have like 3 listeners who are my most viewed listeners, and all 3 of them are in different parts of the world. Well, they're actually all in America, but I actually have one person who listened from like Germany, which is awesome. Or no, it's Belgium. Yeah. So they give you a graph or a map on rss.com, downloads by location, and you can see all the different places where people have downloaded it. So it's essentially where people are who have listened to an episode, and it's a darker color the more they downloaded. So there's one person who lives in like Iowa or something like that, who you're probably listening to right now and a little freaked out that I know where you live. But that person has, Kansas also and Washington. Those people have listened the most. And that's cool. So I have people who have listened to multiple episodes. Those people are probably following on my journey. And most people are listening on Windows, PC. On a PC, Windows. And they're using Google Chrome. Yeah, this is cool. Looking at this stuff, and it's just getting better every day. Like my downloads per day is usually up every single day. So they give you like a green or red, depending on how many downloads you've had. Yeah, it's cool. All right, but let's talk about my current, where I'm at in business. I'm gonna be honest. I got permission from the flower shop to work on their funnel, and I've just been slacking. I've not done, like, I built like the funnel structure, but I'm just held up on the cutlery, and I'm just using it as an excuse. I'm getting distracted, but I'm focusing on studying right now and just enjoying the last couple of days of summer. I know that I'm still moving forward because I'm still learning a lot more, and I probably studied transurfing for like 2 hours this morning, and I wrote a lot. So I'm like forming my brain to adhere to the transurfing principles, which is huge. So right now I only have like $100 in my bank account, and I'm gonna buy some tickets. There's this thing, I have a limiting belief. I don't want to buy the tickets to Florida yet, the plane tickets to Florida yet, because I don't want my mom to find out. But I do want to make money first and then tell her about it and then buy the tickets. Like, I don't want her to find out before I start making money, because I think that it'd be better that way. So I'm trying to make some money first and then buy the tickets. But then again, it's also like principle of transurfing, you're not supposed to focus on the money, you're supposed to focus on the goal. So I'm focusing on the goal and not worried about the money. The money will just come. But as I walk towards my goal of building funnels, money will happen on its own. It'll be an extra attribute. The funnel hacking live is going to be pretty fun. We're probably going to leave on like the 23rd or the 24th and stay a little bit before. Yeah. So today I did not go to the park. I just studied for like hours. And I also make sauerkraut. Sauerkraut's really good for you, and I make homemade sauerkraut. It's really easy. You just have to get like jars and then you just look it up. You'll figure it out. But in the beginning, I sucked at making it, and I've probably made like 10 batches by now, and I'm really good at it now. And I made 2 batches today, so 6 days worth of sauerkraut, and that will be done fermenting like next week around this time. And I think that this is my best batch yet. So, in my studies yesterday on, or no, this morning, in my studies this morning on transurfing, importance and the from battle to balance. So, if you're don't stress about creating too much excess potential, just make sure you're not tipping the scales too much. Everyone creates a little excess potential here and there. Just don't stress about it unless you're creating a lot of excess potential. And if you face a problem, well, problems only arise because you place too much importance on something. So I faced the problem that this mic, it's a blue snowball mic. It's an old one. The problem is that it doesn't work with my computer. And so I reminded myself that I placed too much excess potential on something. Or I placed too much importance on something. I attributed something excess meaning. So the only way to solve the problem is to first reduce the amount of importance that I placed on whatever caused the snowball to not work. And then the solution will appear. And it's always a straightforward solution. The problem usually just dissipates. And I'm going to be honest, I failed. I placed too much importance on having a better microphone. And so there's 2 types of importance. There's inner importance and outer importance. Inner importance is importance that you place on yourself and inside of you. So I am an important person, or I do important work. And then outer importance is importance you place on external events or objects. So this water bottle is really important to me, or it's really important to me that I go to the park today. So if I place excess meaning on my water bottle, well, it's probably going to get scratched or something's going to happen to it. There's an example where if you place excess importance, excess meaning on your car, and you obsess over keeping it clean, you drive extremely careful to not like scratch it or bump it or crash it, well, you're creating a lot of excess potential. You're destroying the balance, and the only way to bring back the balance is to do something to the car. And the car will definitely get scratched, or you will definitely crash it or something. Because if you think about it, the car is worthless. The car is a neutral object. It's the same value as literally anything else. You're just placing so much excess meaning on it, you're destroying the balance. So it makes sense. When I was first reading transurfing, I had a lot of limiting beliefs about it, and I didn't believe that it was real, or I was trying to convince myself that it was real. But now reading it a second time through, it's like, this stuff just makes sense. The world is always trying to maintain balance. Night and day, the waves going in and out at the beach. Lots of things. The world is always trying to maintain homeostasis, equilibrium. Now, balance doesn't exist. Like, true balance doesn't exist, but the world is always trying to maintain a state of balance. So, if you destroy the balance with your thoughts, well, bad things are going to happen because that's the only way to maintain the balance. All this stuff just makes sense to me now. And I'm just reading it again so I can get it in and actually start to understand it and take action on it. But what I was saying about the car, you place too much importance on it, then something will happen. So all you have to do is reduce the importance. So, and there's, what was I about to say? There was something. Yeah, once you remove or stop the excess balance, or, oh yeah, once you stop attributing it importance, then balance is immediately restored. And the only way to gain the freedom of choice, and the freedom of choice is essentially the freedom to choose your own path in life. So you can choose to work a 9-to-5 job for the rest of your life and be miserable, or you can choose to move to Hawaii and surf, be a surfer, become a surfer. And so I'm going to choose the latter. That's my choice. And everyone chooses. But the way you gain choice, because everyone has the right to choose, but not everyone knows how to because there's too much importance. Everyone has too much importance. So the only way to gain the freedom of choice, to actually reattain that choice, is to drop importance. And that's like the basics of transurfing. That's the principle, foundation. And I'm on the induced transition chapter, which is after balance. And I only have 6 pages left, so I'll be done with that. And then the next one is the alternatives flow, which will probably take me a couple days or weeks. And then is intention. And intention is the chapter that I'm most excited for because that's where you learn about inner intention and outer intention, which is really how you achieve your goals. And my first read through, I didn't really understand what I was reading. I was just trying to figure things out because it was my first time and it was really complicated. And it was like shattering my worldview, so I wasn't picking up on everything or understanding everything. So I interpreted it as inner intention was bad and should be avoided and only have outer intention. But after finishing it the first time through, I realized that you need inner intention, and inner intention is not bad. And so I'm excited to read through it again with my current knowledge base. And I'll be even more prepared because I'll be even more prepared to read it once I get there because I'll have read another chapter called the alternatives flow. I'm gonna look up. But yeah, back to the number one, like top 1% of podcasts. Back to that. It's so easy. Can you, like, if you can't do something every single day, all right, so all you have to do to be in the top 1% club of podcasters, the top 1% of podcasters in the entire world, like, not many people can say they're top 1% at anything in the entire world. And I just achieved it in 21 days. And anyone can achieve it in 21 days. It's not that hard. And so all you have to do is post daily for 21 days. And then you're in the top 1% of all podcasters in the world. So I'm trying to get a good microphone. If I can't figure out how to fix this blue snowball microphone, then I'm going to buy a new microphone, because I'm expecting to get some more traction. I mean, I am getting more traction the more and more I post, but I'm trying to, my current quality of content is good. I feel is a lot better than it was at the beginning. But the audio quality is just not up to par. It was okay in the beginning because no one was listening. But now I'm on like episode 24. Yeah, episode 24. So people are going to start listening to my podcast soon. So I got to give them some good stuff to listen to. I want them to actually be able to bear an hour of listening to it. Because I'm not sure if, I don't think that this voice recorder is that great. It's literally a voice recorder I got to record myself at night, to record my dreams, but I never used it. I paid $50 for it and I never used it. But I started using it today. Or not today. 25 days ago. I actually didn't start uploading every day. So I started uploading every day with my trailer like 25 days ago. But that wasn't when I started recording. I started recording 14 days earlier than that. I recorded 14 episodes, but I just never posted any of them. And those were basically just practice, me expanding my comfort zone to the point where I was comfortable enough to actually put myself out there. And then I just started brand new episodes. So I'm kind of curious. I'm not going to do it anytime soon, but eventually I'm going to go back and listen to those episodes and see all the progress that I made. Because even like, I think, so this is episode 24. 24 plus 14 is 38. So that's 38 days ago. It's less than 2 months ago. That's a little over a month. A month and a week ago is when I've grown so much in 1 month and 1 week. Yeah, and how many days till September 23rd? 42. Okay. So that means that in 2 days, so literally on Monday, when I join the top 1% club of podcasters, on Monday, I will be halfway through from where I started recording my first episode to where I'm going to go to Florida. I'll be halfway there. So on Monday is like it's the midpoint. And if I grew this much in just 38 days, I have 42 days until September. 42 days, that's a long time. 42 days. So I'll have 42 days of studying Expert Secrets and reality transurfing. And I'll probably finish Expert Secrets within the next 2 weeks. So I don't know what I'll do after that. I'll probably read through .com. Or I ordered his new book called what is it called? The Linchpin. It's called The Linchpin. And I'm pretty sure he made it like recently, because he is all of a sudden now emailing his entire list a lot about it and trying to get people in on it. And I bought it the first email I saw about it. Because I know if he is if he made a new book, he's trying to sell it for free, like, well, the $7 shipping free, then I'm definitely gonna get it because I paid like $20 each for .com secrets, expert secrets, and traffic secrets. So I will definitely buy the linchpin because he said that that is what is needed. So I'm gonna listen to him. But it's supposed I bought it like yesterday or 2 days ago. I think yesterday, and it's supposed to come in 7 to 10 business days. So like 2 weeks probably. So yeah, I'll probably be done with expert secrets by that point. And I bet by the time I finish expert secrets, it will not be here. So I'll just read through .com secrets and not study it, but I'll just read it quickly, and then hopefully by the time I'm done with .com secrets, the linchpin will be here, and then I'll read that. Man, 38 days ago is when I started recording my podcast. When I started practicing for podcasting. 38 days ago. I wasn't even studying every day for the past 38 days. I only started studying maybe like 2 weeks ago. I actually talked about it when I realized that I should start studying. It was like episode, I don't even know which episode I realized. It was before episode 14, because episode 14 was when, yeah, it was probably like a couple days before episode 14, because episode 14 was when I realized how good it was. If you haven't listened to that, that's one of my best episodes. That and episode 20. Episode 20 hasn't even been released yet. Yeah, I'm sorry if these past couple episodes haven't been that great. I'm, you know what? It's because I'm not focused. I'm on my computer literally while I'm talking to you. So what? I'm gonna turn off the computer. That is terrible. Why am I doing this? I'm gonna go like this. Boom. All right. I'm gonna do what I did a couple days ago and open a random page on my book. All right. Yeah, this quote, I've repeated this quote a lot. I actually memorized it. If you hear something, you forget it. Wait, what? This is not the quote that I was talking about. I said, hear it once, you forget, but if you keep going back over it, if you keep going back over it, it can change you. This was on the 28th. What was I doing on the 28th of August? Or September? Or July, yeah. July 28th. I don't know, it doesn't matter. On the 27th, wait, what day was it 38 days ago? What day was it 38 days ago? July 5th. There's one thing that I just failed you guys on. Literally like 2 minutes ago, I said that I wasn't going to go on my computer, and then I literally just went on my computer. I was literally asleep. Alright, it's time to wake up. Time to be awake. quit being distracted. I'm gonna put my keyboard and my mouse on the other side of my desk when I record now. So, when I was over the past 20 episodes, I would always just wing it and not really plan my episode out. And just thoughts would come to me throughout the whole episode. But after episode 20, like episode 21 or whenever I had that bad day, I just can't seem to get into that flow again. And I predict that it was because I keep on looking on my computer and distracting myself, and looking in my journal and distracting myself. I just gotta focus on one thing. And if you notice that literally the second I stopped looking at my computer, I'm actually a lot more focused now. I'm in the zone. And I want to talk about that. That is one of the things I learned in the 4-Hour Work Week. And I learned it from Hamza originally. And I heard of a book that gets into it called Deep Work. And I really want to read it, but I know that I just got to focus on transurfing and expert secrets. And I've got a lot of books on my plate right now. If you just heard me 2 minutes ago talk about the next books that I'm going to read. And I know I need to read that, but I know that I already know most of the principles on it. I cut out social media. I cut out distractions. It's just I didn't cut out the distractions. And also, I just got to cut out the distractions while I'm podcasting, and then it'll go a lot smoothly. So I can't have my keyboard close to me. I just have to put the timer on and then move the keyboard aside. So I want to talk to you guys about time. Time is an essential piece. It's an essential resource. Everyone has time, but nobody can get more of it. And a lot of people like to waste time. And I'm not trying to waste my time, because people were telling me that it's just 45 extra minutes to add another period, add another class to my schedule. No, that's actually like 250 hours. I didn't do the math, but my friend said that it's like 250 hours extra time invested over the entire semester. So 250 hours instead of 45 minutes. That's a lot of time. I could read Transurfing all the way through and study it deeply in 250 hours. So I'd rather do that than go to one extra period every day. So that's why I am dropping all of my classes except for my required classes for senior year, first semester, and I will have graduated after first semester. And I'm going to have English first period, English second period, because I only have 2 credits left for English, and the only other thing left is gym, and so I'll have gym third period and then lunch fourth period, and I won't go to lunch. I'll just leave. So that's it. I just have 3 periods every day, so that's like 750 hours invested left to get, instead of however much I would have had to go to 8. So 2 times 8 is 16. 250 times 8. It doesn't even matter. That's a big number. It's actually 2,000 hours. 2,000 hours if you have a full schedule. That's how much you're investing. Plus homework. I didn't even add homework, so I'm doing more than 500 hours. But That is crazy. 2,000 hours for one semester. For 1 year, it's 4,000 hours. For 4 years, it's 16,000 hours plus homework. So probably like at least 20,000 hours. So would you rather go to school like everyone else, all of high school, and be normal like everyone else, and join the crowd of everyone else? And by the way, everyone else lives lives like everyone else. If you act like everyone else, you don't get to live like everyone else. Or would you rather become an expert in two things and not be like everyone else? You invest 20,000 hours over 4 years into school, but you are no expert. High school education is no expert. It's just a waste of time. Yeah, you're getting benefits, or you could become an expert in two different fields. There's a study that it's like the common term that everyone knows that you need 10,000 hours of practice to become an expert. Well, you get that over 4 years of high school, but you are no expert at high school. I don't even know what you become an expert at. Nothing. It's just a waste, honestly. So I only have 500 hours left of indentured time. Honestly, I might even drop out. We'll see. No, I have 750 hours left because of gym. Yeah, I might drop out. I don't know. It depends on if my business takes off before I'll drop out. But if not, then I'll stay in. And a couple days ago, I told my mom about my podcast, but I told her not to listen to it. So I'm realizing that my mom is going to come through and listen to all these episodes, but I'm still going to try not to censor myself because I'm not making these episodes for my mom. I'm making them for you guys, my dream customer, who is basically where I was at. I'm basically just documenting my journey for you guys. If I gained this much knowledge in the past 38 days on business, imagine how much, and I wasn't even studying over the past 38 days. I was still reading, but not studying. There's a big difference. So imagine how much progress I'm going to make in the next 40 days, next 38 days, next 20 days. It's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to the future. Honestly, I love my life right now. That's one of the first steps of transurfing is to ride the wave of fortune. And all you have to do is just interpret everything as good and find the positive and keep positive changes, keep positive thoughts in your mind for a while. Don't forget about them. And if positive changes happen in your life, reminisce, savor those thoughts and keep them in your mind for a while and be happy about them. Because those are the messengers of the wave of fortune, and the wave of fortune is a pendulum, but it's good. It's I'm pretty sure it's the only beneficial pendulum, but it doesn't care about you. It's just if you radiate that thought energy, then you'll transmit energy into that pendulum, and then that pendulum will become your reality. So just And the way you radiate thought energy of the wave of fortune is simply by noting positive changes in your life and keeping them in your mind for a while. So one of the positive changes in my life today is, let me think. Well, see, I'm not even that good at this right now. I can't even think of anything positive that happened. Well, this could be interpreted as a negative change, but everything can be interpreted negative or positive, and that interpretation decides whether it's positive or negative. So I'm going to interpret it as positive. Over this past week and a half, my grandma was in Hawaii, and we babysat her dog, who's like a less than 1 year old puppy. Very energetic. I was very happy having her, but she left today. My grandma picked her up today, but that's a positive change because my dog needs the alone time. Like, my dog is pooped. She's very tired from the puppy all week. So it's positive, and we get to spend more time with my dog and give her 100% of our attention. So that's one of the positive changes that I actually didn't even make a point to think about and radiate the positive thought energy. So I'm going to do that once this episode is done in like 3 minutes. This is my last weekend before school starts. And then school starts on Tuesday. I'm actually pretty excited, but I'm usually always excited for school to start. And then around like 2 weeks in, I'm not excited. But I feel as though this will be different. This year will be different because I'm a transurfer now, and I'm studying transurfing, and there's always a positive. So I'm looking for positives. Well, I get to practice. So school is a pendulum, and if you get caught by its energy, you basically do what it wants you to do. You become its adherent, and your goals align with its goals, but it's not your goals. Your goals become that pendulum's goals. So that pendulum basically tells you what to do, but you don't know that you're doing it. You feel like it's your own free will, but it's not. Like, no one's goal is to actually work a 9 to 5 for 40 years and save their life, or save their money for 40 years until they retire. That's just the pendulum's goal. And school is the first pendulum along that path that forms you into that adherent. And so we all come in contact with pendulums every day, and there's no way to avoid them. And if you avoid them, you actually get them. So you just have to remain empty to them, place no importance on it. So going to school is going to be a good practice for me to stay empty to it and don't place any importance on it. And if what I said earlier struck a chord with you about no one wants to actually work a 9 to 5 for the rest of their life, trust me, no one actually wants to. No one's choosing. Well, actually, everyone's choosing to do it because everyone has choice. But they think it's not actually their. It's not actually what they want. They think they want it, but it's just the pendulum, like, molding their minds to what it wants. So they're basically just serving the pendulum, and I will not be joining that. That's why I'm studying transferring so much, because there are still things right now that I am an inherent to. And really, everyone's an inherent in some way or another. It's just how much you want it's how much you want to allow its claws into you. So how deep do you want its claws to be into you? So if it's your pendulum, so let's say it's your business, and that is directly related to the achievement of your goal, well then you would allow it to be a little deeper into you because it's closer entwined to your goals. But if it's school or alcohol, drugs, anything like that, you want it as far away as possible, because that none of that stuff is linked to your goals. To wrap things up, don't forget to download your favorite episodes and subscribe to the Ascend Momentum Show. But before you guys leave, make sure to remember the Eagles.